of hunting for food, it was trying to trade plastic bags for meals. So, what exactly was this dolphin's fault? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. This dolphin trick didn't go as planned, and no one could have predicted this would happen. The woman practiced this trick many times, but she's about to put the crowd on the edge of their seats. She stepped onto the dolphin's nose and balanced on one leg as it carried her across the pool. But little did she know, she was moments away from a career-defining moment. The dolphin was so steady and held her up as best as it could. The crowd sensed something was going to go wrong, and they were right. As soon as the dolphin turned left, it got nervous and started to panic, catching the girl by surprise, and she dove into the pool. The dolphin chased after her, and no one knew if this was part of the routine or not. But wait for the performer's incredible recovery at the end, because it made it all worth it. While fishing, these guys caught a lot of fish, but also ended up catching a shark. Their main goal was to release the shark back into the water before it became a problem. It was pretty impressive seeing how much they'd caught. For a moment, the shark probably thought it had found heaven with all those fish around. The shark was like, "Don't worry, guys, I'll get caught again for this party." This turtle was completely upside down in the water and was clearly struggling to flip itself back over. All the other turtles were spread out in different parts of the water, but then they noticed what was happening. They all swam over and worked together to help it flip back over. It's amazing to see how smart and caring so many animals can be. When their security camera caught two bears walking by their house at night, the bear cub stopped and stood up to try to catch some snowflakes. The cub did this for a little while before realizing it needed to catch up. This guy found something strange in the sea, so he decided to check it out. He was shocked to see it was a turtle, tangled up in wires and other trash people had thrown in the water. He carefully removed all the junk and set the turtle free back into the ocean. He's just asking for one like from you. Their cover is blown and escape seems impossible, but these fish have a trick. They can fly. With a quick flip of their tails, flying fish launch out of the water. With the right wind, they glide for hundreds of feet. But that's exactly what frigate birds wait for. When these birds start hunting, the flying fish are trapped. Danger above and below. If they fly too high, the birds catch them. Dive too low, and they might get snapped up by dorado fish below. The orca whales spread out, jumping up to look around for seals on the ice. When they spot a seal resting on a big piece of ice, the scouts alert the whole group with a call. But since the seal is on such a large chunk of ice, they'll need a new plan to catch it. This time, the orcas create a wave underwater which breaks the ice into smaller pieces. But the seal still manages to stay on a small bit of ice, safe from the waves. Then the lead whale, the matriarch, has a new idea. Working together, the pod gently pushes the seal's ice platform into open water, where it's more vulnerable. Then the matriarch tries another clever tactic. She starts blowing bubbles around the seal, confusing it. The whales take advantage of this distraction and move in to catch their prey. Only about 100 orcas in the world know how to hunt like this. It's a smart solution for finding food in one of the coldest, toughest places on Earth. The pufferfish is one of the most toxic fish, and its toxin can easily kill a dolphin. But dolphins have learned that small doses of the toxin make them hallucinate. Groups of young male dolphins will chew on the poor fish and pass it around to each other for half an hour. Afterward, they start showing signs of being high because of the toxin's narcotic effects. And it's not just dolphins. Several other animal species are also drug addicts. When it's time to spawn, a pair of Capella araldi fish will leap out of the water together and attach themselves to a leaf hanging above the water. Once attached, the female will lay her eggs, and the male will fertilize them. They'll repeat this a few times until all the eggs are on the leaf. The eggs will hatch in about 2 to 3 days. During this time, the male